I talk ngam-ngam, but I need to stop for minyak pula ni. I talk ngam-ngam sampai 6.5, but I have to stop for petrol. It's not. Okay, we continue. Hari tu terganggu sedikit. I think last time you asked me history, soalan sejarah. Alright, so we're going to open back where dekat mana kita terganggu last time, right, where we stopped last time. And after this, today we're still doing API with MongoDB. Right, today we're still going API with MongoDB. So let me settle down. While I'm settling down, you can open last week code. Alright, the apa tu? Time converter, right? The time converter. So I assume while waiting you do already. I assume while waiting you did it already. Now it's for me to give you the answer lah. Okay, so let's see. LSCD. Kena tune. CD module 2, CD week 2, LCD timestamp API, right? Not mon index.js. Okay, let me remind you what we are doing. Right, we are doing an API that all right. If you do localhost, all right, if you do localhost 3030, so localhost 3000, all right, you will arrive here. Okay, so that's number one. Number two is that if you get a number, all right, if you get a number, all right, then you will arrive here. All right, if you put a number, all right, this means if I put a number, all right, if I put a number, all right, I will translate it into date. This one here, all right, but if you really want to get the real date and time, I think I showed you the website epoch converter, right? Inside epoch converter, for example, you can just get the time there, you paste it here, right? And then you will get today lah, right? 15.9, right? 10.54 tambah 7 6.54. Alright, so that's it means that it works properly. Alright, so somewhere over here, if alright, I already put a note there. Right? Check either I receive date from the user, alright, or I receive gibberish date. How I'm going to do it? I'm going to do var date, alright, equals to var date equals to transform date into Unix timestamp. So how do you transform date into Unix timestamp in JavaScript? So how to convert date and time into Unix timestamp in JavaScript? So last time you Google how to transform Unix timestamp into date and time. Okay. Now terbalik pula, now it's in reverse. You're going to look for how to transform normal date to Unix timestamp. So the answer is there, right? You will do new date, and then whatever that you get, dot get time, divide by 0, right? We try this first, right? New date, right? New date, right? New date, rect dot params dot timestamp, and then I want to do console.log date. So rect new date, rect.params.timestamp, and then I will do console.log date. Where will console.log appear? Console.log will appear here. Console.log will appear here. So saya cuba buat localhost 8008 3000/15 August 2021, for example. Alright, I will check my console.log, then I will have ni lah kan, I think it's this one, not invalid there. Invalid there, I think it's something else. I think it's this one, 15 August. So right, 15 August is 14 August, but this is yang ini 15 August 2001 lah kan. 15 August 2021 is exactly what I put there. Okay, atau put 15. Aduh, okay. 15 August lah, ataupun I buat 15 slash 15-08-2021. Alright. Oh, this one is invalid date. What if I do 15 June 2020? Alright, 15 June 2020. Then I will get this one. I think it's about, yeah. So it's this invalid date. I'm not sure where it come from, but what if I put Google, for example? Right, what if I put Google? If I put Google, then I will get invalid date. Right, then I will get invalid. So let's say that I do if date equals to invalid date. Ini you have to be very exactly the same thing. All right. This means I have a gibberish thing. Else I will do the rest. So if I have invalid date, this one I will move here, right? So natural will be rect.params.timestamp. Right, this one is to do. This one I will do return null res.json null res.json null. Okay, so this one I will get null. All right, if I put 15 August 2020, then I will have the to do part. Right, then I will have the to do part. Okay, so based on the link, I already shared with you how to do it. All right, how to transform date and time. How to translate date to Unix timestamp in JavaScript. So based on this, try to find out what's the last line of code that you need to do. Okay. Oh, itu ya, cadangan ya. Mungkin ni kot. Dia apa? Ini untuk jadikan dia apa? Untuk check je date ke apa tu?
Nak convert.
Convert, serius? Itu je ke? Jadi ya?
Jadi.
Okey. Kalau jadi lah, no, macam celik lah. Jawapan I lain sebab tu I tanya. Jawapan I lain. Tapi kalau jadi okey lah. Kalau jumpa jadilah. Betul ya? So dia date.parse. So date, I nak check dia punya. Right, date. Right, date.parse. Right, rect.params.timestamp. Macam kena bagi 1000 Macam kena bagi 1000. So bahagi lagi 1000. Okay. Yep. Kan, betul kan? Ini kan, kita tengok up. Samalah dengan ni. Dia punya bilangan nombor tu. So bagi 1000. Okay.
Oh, lupa.
I think it's simpler than the one that I have in mind. The one that I have in mind is this one. Alright, the one that I have in mind is this one. Tapi sama jugalah ada bagi repo. Right, so he finds something that is simpler. Well, bukan kat sini kan you jumpa tempat lain ya? No ni, this one. Okay.
Yeah.
So either way lah, either way is both can. Okay, the last part of the exercise is to upload it to Heroku. Alright, so you should know how to upload it to Heroku already. So boleh cuba buat, boleh try to remember how to upload to Heroku and start doing it. Okay, Faiz dia PM me and then I think I will so this Friday confirm no class. So this Friday confirm no class. And then I will get back to you for next week. Right? I will get back to you for next week, but most probably tak ada class juga. I will have to check my schedule. Sebab schedule okay, actually dia ada dua benda lah, right? There are two things that happening here. Number one is my PCR, right? So you know that in order for me to fly, I need to get the PCR positive, kan? So itu negative, sorry, PCR tu kena negative. So I just take my PCR this morning sebab dia kena 72 hours before. So that's why I pun tak berani, right? I already excited telling you update my status, suddenly PCR tak bagi kan. So that's number one. So let's assume that this Friday cancel. So even if my PCR is negative, I still need time to meraung semua and everything, right? So we assume that one is cancelled already. But then next week most probably tak ada. But the final week, I think the following week is still there. But I'm going to do class from there lah, right? Because if I'm not mistaken, my event tu 22 sampai 24. Which is Wednesday to Friday lah. Memang kena-kena dengan you all punya class, right?
Cikgu boleh share screen cikgu?
Okay. Tengah 5 orang.
Okay, I try push to Heroku. You macam ni je.
Yeah, correct. Next week, not cancel lah, postpone. Alright, so cancel ni tak ada ganti, but this one is ni lah. Alright, break lah. Somewhere you already in the middle, alright. Somewhere you already in the middle of this. So if you need, you can recap. Have you do Heroku init? Heroku create, Heroku create you have done. Prop file semua dah buat.
Prop file.
Cuba tengok balik. I rasa you tengok step you tadi. Can I see your step just now? I think you take the wrong step, kan? Yang kertas putih yang you refer tu. Yang putih ni tak apa. It's okay. Kalau silap salah, I correct. So have you done? Okay, nombor 1 you have to done, and then number 3. Have you done number 1 and 3?
Satu belum lagi sir.
But that one is for ni. You have to do for Node.js. That one is not Node.js. Node.js kena refer exercise, and then number 3 you have not done number 1. Lepas tu kena buat balik git add dot git commit.
Benda ni macam mana sir? Dah lupa dah sir.
You have to get it from previous project. Dapatkan dari project sebelumnya. The one that you already successfully push. The one there is at all the top of the slide. Kalau slide kan, dia ada 2 tempat kena ubah. The others, do you remember how to push to Heroku? Create a new file, prop file. Okay, insert prop file. Inside prop file. Okay, terima kasih. Saya pun nak buka slide. Worker, alright, worker equals to, alright, node index.js. Okay, and then inside my package.json, I have to add one more thing here, which is run start kan? Start, right? Start ke run? So this one is and node index.js. Correct Faiz, start ke run? Start kan? NPM start.
Lupa lah cikgu.
Okay. Tapi saya rasa start. This one we check Heroku slide, right? We check. Saya cakap lupa 1 minggu kita buat mongodb, kita pun lupa. Saya pun lupa, right? Pasal saya lupa because pagi tadi buat benda lain, petang buat benda lain, malam buat benda lain, right? So that's why. I think it was on the Heroku slide, right? In the Heroku slide, which is this. Banyaklah pula Heroku slide. Heroku. Deploying to Heroku. Alright. Inside the Heroku slide, you should see it. Tak ada, or is it inside the lab? I think it's a lab. Kalau tak dalam lab. Node start end. Betul lah, start node index.js, and then the profile is here, worker node index.js. So once you done that, alright, buat macam Raj, do like Raj did just now. He has a list of things, right? Git init, git add dot, git commit -m first commit, then Heroku create. This one you can call, for example, one most timestamp API, and then alright, git push Heroku master. Okay, if everything is okay, you can try. Save and then put it there. All right. This one you will get hello. All right. This one, for example, 15 August 2020, right? You should get this one. And then you will do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. You will get the date. Okay, try that. Once you're done, you let me know as well. You can share the link. Ramai tak datang hari ni. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Surprise. Terlampau susah, is it? Semua give up. Yeah. Or maybe you guys thought hari tak ada kelas. Or maybe maybe that's what I say. Maybe you guys thought hari tak ada kelas. Tak apa, it's going to end very soon. Not it's going to end, right? Things start to make sense very soon. You kena tahan lah 2 more weeks. 1 more weeks, another week, and then only you start building the UI back. Right? I think maybe a lot of you expect to see more UI stuff here rather than apa ni. Okay, any question? And then some more kan, I think if I'm not sure if I tell you or not, right? Module 2 ni kan, it's very special. I think same thing as well for with module 3. But I nampak single Raj dengan keen saja from ni because you guys maybe culture shock or a little bit with module 2. But again, if you think I'm slow, I'm too fast, you let me know. Kalau apa if kadang-kadang Faiz ni semua laju kan, so you have to let me know if it's too fast. But module 2 is very special because you do 1 week one thing. You do 1 week, almost one week one thing. So you have your bean stack and mongodb, Express, and you React.js, Node.js. You see now we are on the 3rd week. We are on the 3rd week already, and then we already like cover NEM and NEM. We already covered that. Yeah, today you're going to see how this NEM combined, and then next week you're going to do after we met next 2 weeks, I think, right? I think if everything goes well with the PCR, next week lah, right? Next week, then only we start to take a break. We do Mongo lamb stack. So it's very fast, very fast. So kalau you miss 1 week, to be honest, you have to catch that video within the week itself, all right? So nasib baik, right? I think hopefully I can fly. So next week you have 1 week. Kalau ada benda tertinggal, please watch back the video, and then no worries, you can still ask me questions, because I think it's going to be cooler lah, because you ask me questions, I will reply at night while you are sleeping, and then when you wake up, or you might have a reply already. All right, so during next 1 week, if I go there, try to catch back all the videos that's missing. Alright, so it's very special. Module 2 ni dia lagi cepat daripada module 3, right? Module 2 you miss 1 week. Normally is the entire stack already, the entire letter, M, right? E, A, N, right? Now we are doing MEA. Now we are doing MEN, right? We are doing Mongo, Express, Node.js. That's the objective for today.
Cikgu, want to check, kalau lepas kita dah push dekat Heroku kan,
Hmm?
dia keluar application error.
Dia keluar
Website, hmm, website buka, lepas tu dia keluar application error.
your profile tu huruf P besar tak?
Sekejap
Hmm. Is your profile P big P?
Betul, P for capital P, lepas tu ROCFILE.
Capital P ya, papaya.
Ya, betul.
Alright, work errors ya.
Lepas tu worker, dalam tu content saya letak worker, lepas tu semicolon, node spec,
Semicolon, double dot, colon.
double dot, okay. Double dot, lepas tu node space index.js.
Hmm.
Tu je.
Package.json already changed at this line.
Sekejap rasa.
Hmm.
Oh, I think I missed that. Bawah test rasa.
Okay. Bawah test, add comma and then do that.
Node index.js. Lepas I settle ni, I kena save balik, lepas tu I kena push balik kan, sir?
You have to do git add dot, git commit, git push. Every time you change something, git add dot, git commit, git push.
I'll try to run again lah.
Alright. Yang lain okay? The others okay? Okay. Alright. Okay, if everyone's okay, I want to do one more thing before maghrib. Sebab tadi pun I start lambat kan. I feel bad if I go if I do maghrib. Well, maghrib dah berkumandang kan. But let's try to do another 10 to 15 minutes and then we take break. Let's want to share. I think it was the lab too, right? I think it was the lab too. Because we only do the Heroku part, but we never do the other part, right? We only do the Heroku part, but we never do the other part. So let's try to open lab 2. Okay, so last week you learned about Express.js individually, individually. So inside your code, there is no MongoDB yet, all right? But then when you do it, let's recap what we did, right? Let's recap what we did. So number one, we do Node.js, all right? Node.js. So Node.js, we learned the concept on and theory. So over here, we learn it is hard to create the server using Node.js. So this is the conclusion, all right? This is the conclusion. It is hard. So this one, and learn you Node. The objective is it is hard to create the server using Node.js, but I need to understand how to read using asynchronous, right? Asynchronous programming. So when we talk about asynchronous programming, it means that how you read macam triangle, right? Masuk dalam, masuk dalam, masuk dalam, masuk dalam. right? So that's the objective of Node.js and Learn New Node. And then you learn about Express, right? What is Express.js? It's actually, actually with Express, it is easier, especially in two parts. The first one is creating route, and then the second one is receiving parameters. Right? What is a parameters? Parameters is the thing that you send on the URL. All right, hello dash double dot name. Right, so then it's easier than the first week. So now you know, right? No need to, well, you learn Node.js create server. Well, actually, most of the people, they don't do like that, right? They will use Express.js. Then you learn about MongoDB, right? In MongoDB, you learn that to save, how to save a data, all right? I save it inside MongoDB, all right? So this one, so you learn all the query, and this query normally there are four categories, right? Create, read, update, and delete. Right? I think last Friday kan mungkin apa? Most of you guys tak sempat kan do the white the white thing, the MongoDB challenge. I think I give another slide. I think I give another slide. Another document which is what we call MongoDB challenge. I rasa you maybe ramai tak sempat buat dia. But this one also is the same thing. You have create, which is insert. You have query, which is reading the documents. You have update part and you have delete part. So this one, luckily minggu ni cuti, right? Luckily Friday I'm not here, right? But just as if there is a tutorial, try to discipline yourself. Cuba spend time to answer this question, right? And then I think I will quickly give you the answer when we meet ending, all right? So try to discipline. I think let me check. I think I have this video somewhere, but if not you try to do it. I will try to find the video answer. But as kalau boleh you do it yourself. I don't, because ini bagi jawapan je, right? This is bagi jawapan je. MongoDB, once you get it, you get it. Right, so try to do it yourself, except for the text search part. Right, the text search part, I might need to explain to you, but at least, alright, this Friday kan anggapkan dia ada kelas. You assume that sir tak ada, but well, there is a homework that sir asked us to finish by the end of Friday, which is this thing, insert, query and update. Right, so let's take that as a non-record class. Right, non-recorded class means I tak record, tapi you masih kena buat kerja. I tak record so that you will get your 4 hours. And then one thing that we did is learn you Mongo, right? In learn you Mongo, it's like this. It's actually Node.js, right? Plus MongoDB. All right. Is it Node.js? Oh no, it's Node.js. There is no. It's using HTTP. There is no Express there, right? So it's, and then I'm not sure how you feel. I'm not sure how you feel, but for me, it's not as straightforward as using Express. So it's, you get the concept, all right, all right. But for me, it's still hard. It is still hard, as you need to remember the query. Right, so if you remember the MongoDB query, then it's not difficult. But if you don't remember, then it's hard a little bit. For me, it's hard a little bit. So that's the objective for today. Today, you're going to do this, another combination of Node.js, right, plus Express, right, plus MongoDB. Right. Another one is called Mongoose. Mongoose, like the binatang, like mongoose, the animal. So what's the objective of using these 4 things, right? What the objective is doing to these 4 things is the same thing as learn new Mongo, right? I'm going to create an API, right? Where the routing is easier, where, right, managing routing is easier thanks to Express.js. So this one is thanks to Express.js. And to get the data to run the operation in database, I need minimal knowledge of MongoDB query, right? Which means that kalau you tak ingat pun sebenarnya tak apa, right? If you don't remember the MongoDB query kan, db.places.find, actually db.places, and then it start to get greater. Then if you don't remember that also it's can, right? Because what we are going to use is we're going to use Mongoose. Mongoose is what we call an ORM, right? ORM stands for Object Relational Mapping. How it works, you will see it later. Alright, it's already 7:30. Alright, it's already 7:30. Kita buat setengah jam break. I pun tak nak buat lama-lama. But once we met, right? So setengah jam ni dah cukup syarat je. But once we met, I'm going to do directly. So I will not give you any time to try. I will do directly page 1, right? Page 2, right? Page 2, page 2, page 3, page 4, page 5, page 6, page 7, page 8. Alright, I'm going to do directly until page 8, right? So I encourage you, kalau ada masa, you try to do it. It's almost similar, it's a boilerplate. If you remember last time I've talked about the boilerplate, the code that buka buku buat API je, you need it already. Except for now, there is one thing that is in action, which is the body part, this part. Ada this part a little bit. Alright, so that's what we're going to do. So 8 PM we met, I will do directly. Alright, so if you want to get a head start, I encourage you to get a head start to spend lah 5-10 minit. Try to do from page 1 to page as far as possible, but I'm going to do until page 8. Okay, any question?
Not yet.
Oh yeah, okay. Kalau tak apa boleh break dulu, boleh maghrib dulu. We meet lagi setengah jam. Pukul 8 lah, pukul 8. Okey. Saya tak buka kamera kejap. Saya hari ni kepenatan, jadi hari saya mengajar dari atas katil. Mengajar dari atas katil. Nanti malu kalau apa. Diana tak ada. Maybe Diana watch the video kan. Okay, I will show. We will do page by page. Alright, we will do page by page. This one, yeah. So I will create a new folder. We are on week 3. And then I will create another folder. That folder I can call REST API. Right, REST API. And then go into the REST API folder. Okay, and then I will do npm init. Right, I will do npm init just like last time. Right, when we create week 1 and week 1 or week 2 when we started, we always do npm init. Right, so we'll do npm init just like last time. So once you do npm init, a file will be created. That file is called package.json. Right, so that's okay. Now we can go a little bit in theory. So this is all the settings. These are all the answers that they ask you over here. All right. So that's the package.json. Step 2 is install the required modules. Right. So this one you are familiar as well. npm install. So they are. I will do right away 3 things. The first module that you're going to install is Express, right? As usual. Number 2 is body dash parser. All right, this is the thing that we skipped last time when we want to do post tak jadi, right? Because I have not installed this, right? So that's the reason. So this one is for us to allow us to send data from the body. So we're going to use body dash parser, and then finally Mongoose, right? Mongoose. So Mongoose is the one that I mentioned just now. Is ORM, object relational mapping. You will see what it does later. But in a nutshell, it allow you to run operation in database with minimal knowledge on MongoDB query. Right, so this is the command line. Okay, I berhenti kejap because I think some of you following me. Yang ini normally take a while lah, based on the internet connection. Once you are done, you let me know. Okay, once you are done, you let me know. Siapa kalau done, if you have done just now, you let me know. Okay as well. or once you are done now, you let me know as well. Update lah, alright. Oh no, I'm worried that is affecting my previous project. Kalau tadi you buat ni kan, you tambah satu lagi lah. If just now you do npm install express body parser, now you just add one more, npm install mongoose. Right? If just now tadi you dah buat 2, ni nak buat yang 3, you just add one more.
So boleh start, boleh ulang balik dari start sir. Apa masuk buka CMD ni dekat mana sir?
Masa buka CMD dekat dalam folder baru. Folder baru ya.
Week 3 ya sir?
Week 3 dalam folder week 3 dalam folder week 3 ada buat satu folder baru REST API.
REST API ya?
Correct ya.
Okay. Okay, lepas buka CMD kena buat npm install.
npm init dulu kan. Kan
Okay.
follow npm init dulu. Lepas npm init, npm install. Raj dah penat ni, pagi tadi dia belajar Flutter. Ikut je like. So number 1 is npm init. Alright, after npm init, npm install, and then yang 3 tadi lah, the one that I paste.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Kan, you tahu kan penat kan? You bayangkan, itu pun baru kelas separuh hari. Actually for those yang ni, because Raj is looking for job kan, so I cakap dengan dia, you cari je, is there week for you? I reshare. I tell, since he's looking for job, I just say, alright, he already do the module 3 in advance. Right, he already do the module 3 in advance. Okay.
Sir, I try buat npm install express tapi error message keluar. Sorry, name only contain URL friendly characters.
How you do it? Macam ni kan? That one ada kat sini. That one you get it from here. npm install ni kan ada kat sini. npm export. Copy from this one.
Oh, okay, sir. Express body parser. Okay. Sorry, sir, sama.
I think your folder tadi, folder you apa nama? I think it has to be REST-API. Macam ni you punya folder.
Betul, sir.
Ya, tak apalah, you share screen lah.
Sekejap,
No, you have to enter. This one you have to press enter. Ni npm init kan, press enter, tak habis lagi tu. Enter. Then only you do cd, then only you do the thing. npm install. npm init tu then only you do npm install. Masa you buat npm init, semua ni you kena enter. Baru you buat npm init.
Okay. Oh, okay. Lupa bagi enter tu tadi. Thank you, sir.
Okay, boleh ya? So after this, create a new file. Hari tu you ada buat tak touch? Do you do touch last time? Touch index.js? No lah. Do you see touch masa you buat apa? Masa you buat the command line, right? Touch.index.js mean create a new file index.js. Alright, that's touch. This one is hari tu masa you buat the first week kan, I asked you to do the command prompt, the bash scripting. So this is one of the bash scripting. Nanti bila you when you do cloud, you will do more. When you do cloud, you will do more. Okay, then I open the entire folder on Sublime. I open the entire folder on Sublime. Alright, I have my index.js. Then get this code. Alright, get this code. What is the code? The code is on page 7 and 8. Alright, the code is on page 7 and 8. Tak apa, while you're getting it, I will type it. Alright, so that you boleh bernafas juga. So var express equals to require express var app equals to express var body parser equals to require body parser app dot use body parser dot url encoded extended through app dot use body parser dot json and then I will do var port equals to process.env.port. Right, same thing ah. This one ini latihan ni I buat apa? 8080 ah, 8080 var router equals to express.router router dot get dot slash function, right? Rest. Okay, I'm going to do another way. I'm going to do like this so that from time to time also, all right, you will see new things, right? Rest dot json. Somehow I'm going to leave you guys so I can give you exercise to do for next week. All right, hooray! Welcome to my API. Then app.use slash API slash router and then app.listen, right? App.listen port, right? And then console.log magic happens at pitch plus port. Okay, boleh tekan save. Notemon index.js. Right, then I'm going to do the API. All right, I'm going to call it localhost 8080 slash API this time around slash API.
Cikgu, question cikgu.
Yes.
Kenapa slash tak boleh tapi kena slash API?
Kenapa saya tak boleh? Sebab ni, sebab line 16 ni. Saya akan cakapkan dia, okey, semua lepas ni akan bermula dengan slash API. Kalau saya tak buat line ni, saya buat macam ni, baru je boleh. Ini tak boleh lah. Alright. Sebab ni. Sebab saya cakap, okey, semua ini, alright. I will prefix all my API with slash API. Itu maksudnya.
Oh.
Other than that, the code almost the same, right? I think there's an exception. This is something new. It means that I might want to pass data on the body. Ini yang for post hari tu kan. Hari itu saya buat post tak jadi kan. Especially for post. So ini yang lainnya cakap, tapi tak lama. I dah sampai separuh tu, I macam tak apalah, takkan nak suruh install balik, nak terangkan balik kan. Tak apa, next time I let you know. So this is the thing.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Yang ini tahu apa? Alright, so for this one, function, regress. Alright, this one we already learned, right? So it's function with callback. So it's also equivalent. It's also the same as, almost the same as equivalent. Alright, to this. Alright, it's equivalent to this thing, right? Comma rest. Arrow sign, right? This is what we call an ES6 punya command. Is the new JavaScript command. Sebab kenapa I buat macam ni? Because, well, minggu depan tak ada kelas kan? So if you need to expand your knowledge, alright, I encourage you to spend time. So and then next week I will start to change more and more things on ES6. Right, for example, this one. I might change this to this. I might change it to this and everything. Alright. So sebenarnya kita pakai var. So starting from next week, from time to time, I'm going to change most of the command line. I will try to include ES6 as well, so that I tahulah, right? You understand or not? But I hope, alright, next week, if you have time, janganlah sebab I nak paksa you buat hari-hari kan. Try to cover this a little bit. For those who have not done, try to cover. I pun buat 15 je. I pun malu dengan diri I, alright. So try to cover this part, the ES6 part. ES. It's the same thing, almost the same thing as JavaScript. Cuma cara je, there are things that different, right? You can also create a function like this. So this is a little bit curious, okay. Okay, now next part from the slide. Alright, let's see what's the next part of the slide. I think dia suruh install mongoose and everything, but we test it on ni. Ini boleh tak nak buat tak? Should we do it? This one we already done. That we return as body. Route group bar we take name as parameter. Tak apalah, this one we already done. Alright, this one we already done. So tak perlu. The next thing that we're going to do is this one already done as well. Habis dah. Oh, so it's not this one. Tinggal satu lagi slide. Alright, satu lagi slide. Let me give you now. You all pakai slide orang budak master tau. Ni semua ni slide budak master ni. Tapi budak hari tu pun I ada komen yang cakap, oh slide apa? Kena upgrade sikit slide ni. Nampak ni? Technical. Tak jumpa lah. Okay, so this one ya. Mana ni bungkus? Okeylah, I bagi yang standard punya lah. Ini yang bukan master tapi tapi I bagi yang standard punya.
Cikgu.
Hmm.
Tadi kan ada slide tu, kalau yang functionality tu
Mana? Yang which
nombor
one?
3 tu.
Okay.
Page nombor 11.
Page nombor 11. Page nombor 11. Yang tadi ke yang ni? Yang tadi. Yang tadi
yang, yang tadi lah.
Yang putih kan? Page nombor 11.
Yang ni saya tak pasti macam mana ni, cikgu?
Ini hari tu kita buat apa, router.get tu kan, app router.get slash, sebab tu saya tak buat router.get slash tu, ingat tak? Router.get slash hello, router.get slash hello kan, ingat tak hari tu kita buat? Dia lupa ni, sebab tu saya tak buat, sebab dah ni kan return kan, rest.send hello world, ingat tak?
Yang body, yang untuk body.
Oh, untuk body. Alright, tak apa, untuk body kita buat lagi. Kita buat lagi. Kita akan terus. Boleh lah, boleh buat satu lah untuk body. Alright, so kalau body router.post, alright, router.post. What's the questions? The question is a route sum that will take num1 and num2 in body. Alright, so router.post/sum rest. Alright. Cara nak dapatkan body, you can do, for example, var num1 equals to rect.body.num1 var num2 equals to rect.body.num2. Alright, and then you're going to do rest.json, alright, macam ni, message, alright, the sum is, and then tambah, ini kemulah boleh buat var sum equals to num1 plus num2 var, and then rest.json, the sum is sum. Kalau nak tukar, right, so this is the code. Kalau nak cuba, boleh buat dekat sini, right? You can try to do here. This is di hari tu yang tergendala lah, the thing yang tergendala hari tu. So you going to do localhost /8080/API/sum, and then I hantar body curly bracket num1 equals to 10, comma num2 equals to 3. Right, this one, the left side need to have double quote, and then press M. Then I will get API/sum, API/sum, localhost 8080 betul, API/sum, betul. Kenapa ya? Sekejap, I cuba buat. I cuba buat something sekejap. Localhost/get. Sekejap, ini ada benda error. Localhost/API. Ada benda Postman. Postman I ada problem. Let me open satu. I ada dua Postman ni. So mungkin Postman satu tak jalan. Okey. Yang jalan atau yang ini? So localhost/API/send localhost 8080/API/send. Okay, then /sum, right, /sum, and then I hantar body macam tadi. So body change it to post, body raw JSON, alright, num1 3 num2 5, right, press send. Ada error. Sekejap ya. Baguslah dia tanya. Press.json post router.post sum rest betul ni. Var num1 rec.body num1 rec.body num2 rest.json message. The sum is cannot post API/sum. Cannot post API/sum. Betul kan? Okay, the sum is here. Kenapa? I tahu kenapa tadi bila I restart dia okay balik. Maybe tadi I run node index. Tak juga. Maybe I run juga no more index. Okay, ini contoh untuk dapatkan body ya. Ini contoh untuk dapatkan body. You can do this, right? You can do this, and then boleh try jugalah kat Postman. Berapa dah? Sorry ya. Sekali lagi. Okay. Okay, boleh cuba. Okay, boleh ya? Yang itu boleh ya? That one okay, clear? Or still trying? Or you need the code? Okay.
Boleh.
Boleh ya? Okay. We are going to do this part. Alright, we're going to do this part. We are on page 5. Alright. Now you have the API setup. This is your new, alright. Kecuali soalan yang Faiz tanya tadi. This is your new boilerplate code. So every time I ask you to create an API, you will start by doing this code first. Right? This is your new boilerplate code. Every time I ask you to create an API, this will be your starting code. Okay, so copy ni, copy paste. Right? Ini apa lah? Ini untuk latihan. Alright. Now you're going to connect to database, and we're going to use Mongoose to connect to the database. You have your database last time. Dekat mana? Where is your database? Your database is at mongodb.com. Right? You go to mongodb.com. Then you go to sign in. Log in with Google. Kenapa ni? Berjaya tak? Ada yang berjaya? MongoDB. mongodb.com. Right, sign in.
Login ke cikgu?
Kan login sign in sama kan? Kan dia login. Sama
sama.
kan? Apa masalah? Slow lah MongoDB punya ni. Alright, the slow a little bit. Lamanya. You guys got it dah? Ada yang dapat?
Login boleh lah.
Tapi you dapat tak macam hari tu?
Yang connect semua tu.
Yang connect semua tu?
Dapat.
Dapat Alright, tak apa. Kenapa saya punya lambat? Let me try with something. mongodb.com, sign in. Kan something is wrong. The thing is not that macam ni macam problem sikit dekat Atlas lah. Saya punya kat sini. Kalau tak semua kita connect ke Faiz punya database lah. Semua pakai database Faiz.
Ke internet connection.
Saya punya internet so sebab ini macam 5G. Boleh jadi jugalah, boleh jadi juga. Tapi malu lah saya kalah dengan Kampung Bahagia. Test. Malu saya kalah dengan Kampung Bahagia. Saya punyalah macam buat alasan kan tak nak duduk rumah parent sebab internet slow. Yalah, aduh.
Saya pakai data cikgu.
Laju. Kalau ada internet, ini some Atlas. Bukan laju, dia lagi laju lah dari data kan. Lagi laju.
Jauh lagi laju.
I think it's Atlas ni ada problem dengan sign in. Macam mana saya nak buat cloud.mongodb.gitu. Tak apa, saya try dulu. Incognito. Okay, I will try incognito pula. Sign in. Itu masalah incognito kena isi balik. Bila saya ada Android? Sekejap ya. If not, can I track back? Saya pula hari tu tak copy benda tu. Boleh track back balik tak? Sebab saya nak, we need to get the URL. Alright, we need to get the URL yang hari tu lah. Tapi rasa ni. Bukan, this is the thing that we do together. MongoD. Saya pun tak dapat track URL tu. Annoying lah tak MongoDB ni. Saya tak ada backup plan pula. Sekejap ya. Walid dapat tak?
Tak dapat sir.
Tak dapat Saya rasa MongoDB.
Dia start dekat cloud.mongodb tu.
Kan sama juga kan?
Sir, MongoDB ni kira cloud juga ke? Cloud storage ke?
Cloud database. Cloud database.
Cloud database. Cloud database dengan storage lain?
Lain. Storage untuk simpan gambar. Database untuk simpan data lah. Storage untuk simpan gambar, PDF, video dan sebagainya. Okay, sekejap. Saya kena fikir macam mana saya nak buat ni. Kenapalah waktu ni lah dia nak ni Sekejap. mongodb.com mongodb.com tak apa, sekejap Sekejap. Okay. I'm trying to find let me try to find backup plan. Semua pakai Faiz punya database kan. Itu satu backup plan yang bagus lah. Semua pakai database Faiz. Ataupun nanti tak apalah, saya rasa kita buat macam tu lah. Alright, kita pakai dulu database Faiz. Nanti bila benda ni dah ni, masing-masing tukar je lah. I think no lah. If siapa ada masalah macam saya, kita pakai database Faiz. Siapa yang tak ada masalah, then you. Faiz, can you help me share? Can you help me share screen? Okay, everyone who have no problem follow Faiz. Siapa yang ada masalah, kita pakai je database Faiz, database Faiz. Nanti kita ni lah, nanti kita tong-tong lah seorang 50 sen satu data. Okay, Faiz, help to share screen.
Macam ni ya?
Itu kan, tekan connect. Tekan dekat connect your application. Alright, kopikan line tu.
Lepas tu?
Lepas tu pastekan. Pastekan dekat chat.
Dekat chat?
Dekat chat lah. Okay, so dah settle. Alright, so let's check back the ni. Kita nak pakai yang ni tau kali ni. Alright, we want to use this one. I think betul Faiz, password ABCD1234 bukan ni. Bukan password memang to you So ABCD.
Bukan.
So only this part. Alright, only this part you change it to you change it to ABCD1234 the password, right? Yang lain-lain tu, then the rest you just take the URL, tukarkan bahagian password. Then you tambah line dekat sini. Right, you tambah line. Ni baru ada problem. Okay, sekali lagi. You tambah line. Okay. Boleh buat I punya. I punya pun boleh. Baru keluar. Tapi tak tahulah logik kita. Okay, baru keluar. Press connect. Alright. Saya boleh lah pakai saya punya juga. Connect with mongodb shell. Connect with application. This time around is connect with application. And then I copy this URL. Alright. Copy this URL. Later I have to change this path. So I put inside the code first. I put somewhere over here. Alright, I put somewhere over here. And then I'm going to get the code in the slide. Yang ini ya. Ya Allah. Betul lah ini. Yang slide kelabu. So var mongoose equals to require mongoose and then mongoose.connect and then the URL. Right, so var ataupun const mongoose equals to require mongoose and then mongoose.connect. Alright, mongoose.connect. And then buka bracket, double quote, and then you paste the URL that I asked you to copy just now. Jangan lupa tukarkan, change the password part, excluding the angle bracket. Alright, excluding the angle bracket. Angle bracket pun buang. If everything is okay, you save. You tengok notmon index.js, tunggu kejap, tunggu sebentar. Okay, kenapa? Hari macam ni ya. Okay, good. Alright, magic happen. Okay kot mongoose.connect. Okay, kalau tak apa, okay. Ada siapa dapat message error tak? Okay, tak apa. Let's say that I silap masuk password. Cuba bayangkan saya silap masuk password. Kalau saya silap masuk password, then I will have an error. Right? So make sure that you have nothing. If you have something, then something is wrong. Okay, I dah bersedia dah untuk sambung buka PC. Untuk buka kamera. Okay, so make sure you have nothing. Have nothing is good. Have something is wrong. Okay, kalau dah dapat everyone got it? Whoever who tries got it? Okay, bukan dapat lah, besok tak dapat apa-apa lah. Tak dapat apa-apa ya. Alright, tak dapat apa-apa ya. I'm going to create an object file. Alright, I'm going to create an object file. This one, you have to imagine you will have a form, right? You will have a data, right? You will have a data. You bayangkanlah, okay, what is the data? You bayangkan, alright. Inside that data, what field it will have? Apakah data tersebut? What is the data? And what fields will be available on the database? So that's what we call defining the object schema of our model. How you want to know this, right? I give you example, alright. For example, you go to Traveloka, right? Traveloka. Sekarang semua ni. Semua je orang boleh tahu kan, rupanya yang pergi Langkawi kan, siapa hari tu kita ceritakan. Yang pergi langkawi, rupanya yang pergi langkawi pun semua kena cucuk tak boleh apa, semua kena hidung mana boleh suka-suka tak ada pergi tak cucuk hidung. Rupanya diorang kata kena juga kena swap juga kalau nak pergi langkawi. Tukar polisi. Alright, so for example hotel. A hotel, alright, will have the hotel name, the address, alright, the type, alright, the hotel, hostel, alright. I think this will be different. Hotel, hostel. This is what we call average rating. This is what we call it images, right? You will have a lot of images. So you have to figure juga lah, is it one or a lot of images? This is a lot of images. It will have price, we have facilities, right? Facilities. It will have nearby place. This one I think is more on latitude and longitude. This is more on latitude and longitude. Okay, and okay. So once you figure out all that, okay, then you can start to define this, right? You can start to define this. Okay, so you will create another file. We do place.js, all right? Create a new file, call it place.js. Then I will do var mongoose equals to require mongoose var schema equals to mongoose.schema. Then we do var place schema equals to, all right, new schema. Okay, and then what do you want to store? So for example, a place, right, a hotel. Ni macam contoh tadi lah, a hotel. Kita buat hotel lah, senang sikit kan. Nanti we do hotel lah, right? So we do hotel. Tapi dah already put place.js kan? Tak adalah, right? A name, right? Name is of type string. Right? This hotel, this place will have a name.
Skema ni apa je tu?
Skema ni dia punya what data you want to store. Apa yang ada, kolom apa yang ada, you kena bayangkan je. Sekarang ni susah kan, you have to bayangkan kolom apa yang ada. Cuba you imagine that this is an Excel sheet kan, kita bayangkan this is Excel sheet, dia ada kolom apa, you nak simpan kolom apa. So that's what database is. I think I should start with that. I should start with that. If you do your module 1 with me, sebab you tak buat module 1 dengan, tapi yang buat module 1 dengan saya pun I think only Walid and David cover the yang baru tu, yang Raj and the gangs tak sempat cover because dia orang macam 11 kan, so 11 orang, so dia orang tak sempat nak cover. So you imagine ni lah, right? I want to store the interesting places in Malaysia, right? The places that we can visit after COVID, right? So I will have okay, apa dekat mana tempat, right? Maybe this one I will have the states, right? I will have the address, right? Apa lagi? I will have the country. Kan ni macam yang minggu pertama kita buat. I will have the description, alright? And then I will have average rating. So this is the schema, alright. Kita cakap, we say that we want to store the places, the interesting places in the world, and then you define what is the field, right? What is the field? So sekarang description, Then string, alright. Of type, the second one is of type what, right? Of type what? Yang pertama ni S besar. And then country, string, alright. And then you have categories. Is an array. This one is an array of string, for example, alright. And then you have created at. Type data, default date dot now, and then module dot exports equals to mongoose dot model place comma place schema. Okay, tadi I cakap apa average rating, right? So we can add average rating kita akan add nanti. Okay, average rating kita akan add nanti.
Kiranya je column table tu lah yang name description.
Correct correct. Yang kolom je, kolom je. Apa kolom yang ada?
Okey. Ni cikgu dapat.
Okay. Okay, so once you've done it, okay, and nanti actually you can be very creative lah. You can be creative. Kalau you nak image URL kan, kalau you nak buat image URL pun boleh. Right, image URL is a string, for example. If you want, you can add it from time to time. Right, sajalah tak kan, your image URL. Tapi nanti for each of the places you have to find lah image URL. So once this is done, we will call it inside index.js. Right? We will call this file inside index.js. We will do what we call CRUD. What is CRUD? CRUD, alright, stands for. I buatlah kat sini ya. Nanti I rasa nanti you kena buat ni slide ni. CRUD stands for create, read, update, and delete. Alright, that's what CRUD stands for. This is what we call a database action. When you're manipulating a data, right, tak kisahlah, is it on Excel or is it on a database? It could be on Excel, right? You either create a new data, right? That's your C, or you read a data, that's your R, or you update a data, or you delete a data. So that's what we call an action on a data, or a database, or action on a data, be it on database, or it could be Excel as well. Then this is what we set the route, right, or the URL. Yang ini macam formula, alright. This is like a formula already. So every time you have to, for example, I give you exercises, right? If I don't specify how the route is, you follow this formula. What is the name of our data, right? The name of our data that we want to store is the place, right? Where does place come from? Place is normally comes from this file, right? Place.js. Kalau you nak buat restaurant, kalau you nak buat mengenai Pokemon, right? Some of you last time one of the student dia buat data Pokemon app because the class happened in the midst of kegilaan Pokemon Go, right? So you imagine berapa lama dah I mengajar. So they create a Pokemon.js. Right? So that's the thing that you want to store. For create, right, it's going to be /place ada s, right? So that's the /place ada s. For read, it will be two things. The first one is get all. The second one is get by ID. So yang pertama adalah get all, yang kedua ialah get a particular, right? Get a particular place from DB. So get all, the URL is places. Get by ID, the URL is /places, and then you specify the ID here. All right. For update, the URL will be places/.id, and for delete, the URL will be /places/double.id. Right. And you do, website sama address, mana boleh website sama address, right? So this is like, API is just like a website, right? API is just like a website. There is another thing, the third thing is what we call a method. What is a method? A method, this thing, right? You have seen post, you have seen get. Other than post and get, right? There's another thing which is delete and put. All right. So for create, the method will be post. And then get all will be /get. This one is get. Get a particular places also get. All right. Update, the method will be put, and then for delete, the method is going to be delete. So later when you try on your on Postman or something, right? You do this, right? You do this. Right? You change here, you change it there. Okay, give me 2 minutes. Nak top up air kejap, and then we will continue code. Okay. So yang ini theory lah. This one is the theory part. Alright. Now, when you create it, when you start to create the API or something, then you're going to follow the theory. Alright. Somebody left a message. Okay, dah dapat. Okay, so I will start by creating first because if we don't create the data, then we will have no data. Right? If we don't create a data, then we will have no data. So I buat dekat sini route.post router.post, and then I check back my table. Alright, the route need to be places. And then rest. Okay, let me double check with the slide as well. So var place, alright. So var place equals to new place. Before this, I need to import on top. So I think I need cons. Where this one is var place equals to this one. Ada kata var place, alright. Var place or cons place. Oh, var lah. So var place equals to require dot slash place .js. Oh no, macam ni je. So var place equals to requires slash dot place. And then sambung balik. So var place equals to new place. Place dot name equals to rect dot body dot name. Place dot description equals to rect dot body dot description place dot place dot country. Jadi I kena tengok what I have place dot country, alright, equals to rect dot body dot country place dot categories equals to rect dot body dot categories place dot image URL equals to rect dot body dot image URL. There I'm going to do place dot save error if error place dot save error. So if error rest dot send error if error rest dot send error else rest dot JSON message new place has been added. Okay, more or less the same as whatever that's on the slide. Cuma I rasa I tambah-tambah dia kan, description, country, categories. So I have more stuff here lah. Right? So you boleh tengok dulu, and then after this I will show to you how to add a new item inside the database.
Cikgu,
Yes.
image URL ada ke dalam skema?
Saya tambah tadi. Saya tambah sebab saya dapat contoh. Kalau tak ada tak boleh buat lah. Tadi saya tambah masa dapat contoh dia kan.
Okey, sir.
Okey. Okay, this one okay. What should happen? You should not have an error. Ada error. You should not have an error. What is this? I think this one is date. I tersilap. I letak data. It was supposed to be date. Right, type.date. Okay, other than that, right, you should not have an error. Itu cara nak check.
Cikgu,
Yes.
cikgu dengar yang Langkawi tu dari mana tu yang sampaikan cucuk?
Bukan cucuk. Ni kawan saya baru cakap. Ni je, ludah je. Baru
Kan?
tadi, pukul 3 tadi. Pukul 4 kan? Awal ni.
Dah berita ke?
Ha? Ada
Berita ke?
berita. Bukannya ni. Ada dalam berita pukul 3 tadi punya ni.
Oh.
Tapi dia kata ni, tapi rupanya bila member cakap ni, saya pun tengah bincang dengan saya pun tengah lain-lain juga. Dia kata rupanya ni ludah je. Ni kan diwajibkan menjalani ujian saringan COVID-19. Rasanya tak tahulah ludah ke cucuk. Tapi ada ni pukul 3 tadi.
Buat sendiri tak boleh lah?
Rasanya tu cakap rasanya yang RM19 kalau kata ludah pun boleh, maksudnya boleh buat sendiri lah. Tapi macam mana nak buat sendiri? Mana bukan dia tahu kan siapa yang ludah kan? Itu yang cakap tu. Kos ni tadi saya pun tadi 180 buat benda tu.
Itulah saya punya ni vaksin tamat esok 14 hari tu.
Kira boleh jalan lah.
Tak
boleh jalan lah tu. Dah cakap nasib baik. Saya dah fikir lah benda-benda ni semua. Baiklah aku volunteer ambil AZ mula-mula kan. Nanti kalau nak kena travel ke benda. So saya dah fikir lah waktu tu.
Itu kan. Dah apa? Dia cakap dia nak rentas degree kan? Dah boleh. Hampir lagi.
Hampir itulah. Saya balik nanti dah boleh lah kot. Saya cuma takut ni je, apa, quarantine apa 14 hari kan.
Oh,
Satu hari 150 ke 300 ringgit. 3,000 tu quarantine, kalau 2 orang dengan office mate 6,000.
dia sakit tu.
Dia cakap lagi mahal daripada tiket flight. Okey. Bila sudah, right, we go to Postman. So I'm going to do router.post/API/places. Alright, so this is the URL. The method is post. The URL is localhost 8080 API/places. Jumpa tak yang lain? Okay, kita buat Postman. And then dekat body, alright, you select raw. Sebab saya tengah fikir dah buat Postman ke belum diorang ya, but we already did Postman if I'm not mistaken. Alright. This one change to JSON. The left side is right over ya. Yang belah kiri adalah yang kanan di sini. Alright, the left side is the right thing. So for example name, alright, Langkawi things place that you can go. Langkawi. Description, alright, boleh lah, alright, bermula 16 September. Gelombang 1 kan, gelombang pelancongan fasa 1, alright. Anda boleh datang dan melawat, pastikan mengambil ujian COVID, alright, COVID-19, for example, alright. And then country, alright, country, Malaysia, alright. Thailand boleh nak buka kan? So after this we can do Thailand, alright. Categories. This one is an array, alright. So if it's an array, you have to check back the type, alright. If it's an array of string, you pass an array as well over here, alright. So for example, beach, alright. Historical. How do you know it doesn't work? Because we have not test. Kejap ya. And then apa lagi? Categories beach historical. And then another thing is apa-apa lah, right? Apa-apa, right? So shopping. And then image URL, I will just go quickly to Google, look for Langkawi, and then go for images, right? Look for ni, semua dah tak sabar. My friend pun dia ni kata, nak pergi Langkawi. Orang tengah ramai ni. Right, copy image address, right? So then once you have all this, right, make sure that kanan merah, kanan merah, kiri merah, kanan biru, press send, right? Then new place has been added, right? You should get new place has been added. At the moment, how you're going to verify it is you're going to mongodb tadi, right? You go to mongodb. I think I forget to ask you to do something just now. Tak apa, kita buat kejap lagi. We will see later. Okay, you login balik. Yang ini, you remember last time we have view collection, so you go to browse collection. Slownya the thing. Alright, tak apa. Later, alright, if you can, I rasa something is wrong with MongoDB. Tapi kalau boleh, later you will go there, you go to browse collection. Under the browse collection, you should see places punya collection, right? Inside places punya collection, it should have Langkawi and also the thing that we did last week, right? And also the thing that we did last week. Tapi kalau tak ada, tak apa. Later we will create the get all places punya API. Under get all places punya API, then we will see lah kalau Langkawi masuk ke tak.
Cikgu, yang image tu
Hmm.
pergi image lepas tu copy image address lah.
Copy image address, betul copy image address. Right, click
Alright.
copy image address. Okay. Got it. Tadi ada some ni Raj got problem, is it? Okay, boleh tak? Tak apa, I will do next and then after this we do one shot, you check one shot. So yang ini macam tergantung lah, it looks like tergantung. Whenever it's a dot, maksudnya apa? After post, you can just add get, right? Because what does it mean? It means that it's going to be the same route, which is betul lah. Sorry, tak apa, sorry. I yang silap buat. Tak apa, we just do ni, lepas ni I tunjuk cara tu ya. So we just do router.get, right? I yang tersilap buat. I will just follow how normally we do, but for the next example, I will follow the slide. Allah, time macam ni lah dia nak hang. Okay, so saya buat sekali lagi. I will do one more time. So router.get /places, alright, rest open curly bracket, and then I will do place.find air places if air rest.send error, else rest.json places. Right. So kita buat sini router.get places, comma rest place.find air places if air rest.send error, else rest.json places. So I'm going to do that. Now I can try get, change this to get, URL tak berubah, I press send. I should get all the places that we have been doing last week. Last week we have done kan, a little bit Paris semua tu if you remember. I should get at the bottom, right? I should get at the bottom all the things that we did last week. But at the end, I should still langkawi the one that I added just now, right? So later, kalau you tak suka yang nombor satu semua ni, right? If you don't like it, once we do the delete API, we can delete the old. We can delete the old data. Alright, can try. Okay, boleh berjaya. Got it. Two more, update and delete. Get by ID, update and delete. Three more, get by ID, update and delete. Boleh? Suddenly diam. Got it, yeah? Alright. Next one, I will do like on slide this time around. So right, router.route places, right, slash double dot ID. So what does it mean? It means that I want to group everything. I want to do based on my slide here. I want to group all these three. Right? I want to group all these three over here. I want to group all these three over here. So this one I will follow the slide. So like ingat lupa dot post dot get first. Right? So router dot route. Right? Router dot route. Something like that, router.route slash places. I will do dot get first. So dot get function rest rec. All right, function rest rec. What it will do is it will do place dot find by ID. What is the ID? The ID is here. Whatever that I have here. Whatever that I have here, we have seen is rec.params.id. I will do function. This one, this might be this might not be. I ubah balik error notation might not be working here, so we just put here function air place. Right. So if air res.send air else res.json please. So router.route places ID get function res rec please find by ID rec.params ID function air place if air res.send air else res.json please. So what should happen this time around? You tengok, but you see your API, or you see your API get places API. You will notice that each of the item will have an ID, right? This is auto generated by MongoDB. If I select Langkawi, for example, so Langkawi ID, I call localhost API slash places and I paste the ID. I press send. I should get Langkawi information, right? If not, I will just save it properly. Slash places slash ni. I will let me try to read. Oh, the error. Sorry. The error. I might make an error. rec.params.id function rec-res. Tadi I nak buat cepat. Rec-res. Rec-res. rec.params.id. Alright, then I should only get Langkawi information. Alright, without the ID, I will get everything. With the ID, I will get only Langkawi information. Okay, 3 dah selesai. 3 dah selesai, 2 lagi. Alright. After this, we will do put. Right. After this, we will do put. For edit. After put, we will do delete.
Cikgu boleh tengok postman tak?
Boleh?
Okay, thank you sir.
Okay. Okay, router.get. Okay, once I do router.route, I can do directly put. All right, put function res, right, put function res. So the code for function is like this. Dalam ni I buat post, but we will do put lah. So I will do place dot find by ID, right? Place dot find by ID. I will get based on rec.params.id function error place. All right, I will look for it. If there is an error, I will do res.send error. If not, all right, what I'm going to do, you will code this one. All right, lebih kurang. So place.name equals to rec.body, right, rec.body.name place.description. Actually this one copy balik lah. Copy balik. And then once done, I'm going to do place.save function error res.send error k else apa I buat, sorry, apa dah ni sikit hujung-hujung ni, alright, hujung-hujung dah ni sikit. Alright, so let's say ini ada if error res.send error else res.json please message please updated successfully. Please successfully updated. Okay. Kalau how do you test it? How do you test it? All right. I know that Langkawi is this one. All right. I know that Langkawi is this one. I have the body. I change from get to put. All right. Maybe I change something in the description. All right. Maybe I put another tag. So for example, I put legend or island or something. Island. Right. I put there. I press send. Then I should get place updated successfully. I change from put to get, and then I should get historicals. Bit shopping legends. Dia tak masuk. Categories I tak categories rec.body categories. Place.save, place.name, place.description, place.categories. Sepatutnya dia masuk lah. Sepatutnya dia masuk. Try one more time. One time. Press put. Change it to Langkawi Kedah. Alright, Langkawi Kedah. Press send. Please update it successfully. I press get ID Langkawi Kedah ni. Text something might be wrong with here, but rec.body.categories check here rec.body.categories place.categories. Okay, tak apa. It just turned out that something is wrong with the categories. Tak apa. I rasa jadi. Cuma categories tu je tak berapa jadi. Because it need to be something else, maybe. You try on Kedah on changing the name, for example. Now you change the name to Langkawi Kedah, for example. Tukar pada put. Now I change back to Langkawi. Press send. Alright, please update successfully. I press get ni. Yang tadi I tak berapa confident because of this is an array. So maybe array tu I have to use push instead of replacing it like that. But that one I will we will cover it later. Cuba buat dekat string. So the idea is ignore this first. Right, try to do it try to change data in any of this field.
Cikgu, boleh tengok kod untuk put?
Ni kod untuk put ke postman untuk put?
Put. Betul lah.
Betul lah, inilah.
Alright.
Okay.
Sebelum put function tu apa?
Sebelum put function ialah get by ID function.
Get by ID.
Get by ID.
So tak payah buat lagi satu get by ID lah.
Tak payah ni get by ID, tak payah buat yang router dot ni. Yang contoh pertama kita buat router post. Contoh kedua saya buat router dot route. Just be careful that on line 57 je sama your line 57 tu macam kena sama dengan saya punya. Dia bukan router dot get, it's router dot route. I want to show the second example, the example that's coming from the slide.
Route ni apa sebenarnya yang dot route ni?
Route ni maksudnya kita nak kumpulkan. So dekat atas ni pun actually I can do router dot route / places. So semua yang places tu saya kumpulkan satu tempat. That one also is possible. Router dot route ni ialah yang kolom ni. So kita boleh actually I group yang ini, right? This one I group it together. Saya kumpulkan dia bersama. Route tu inilah, alright, this column is called route. Dapat ke?
Dia saya confused. Kenapa tak boleh buat get? Kenapa tak perlu buat get? Kenapa route? Itu yang saya confused.
Get dekat sini. Sama je. Ni ada get.
Oh, tapi dia chain ni, get chain dengan put.
Dia chain. Maksudnya put pun dia akan pakai yang ini, get pun dia akan pakai yang ini. So kalau ada lebih daripada satu method yang pakai route yang sama boleh buat macam ni. Yang atas ni pun boleh. Cuma saya tak buat macam ni. Yang tadi saya buat cara biasa, yang bawah ni saya buat cara chain. So it's just another way of creating it. Another way of defining it.
Biasa.
Kalau confuse tak apa, buat je sampai lama. Tapi ni sama je, just save sikit lah.
Itulah sebab jarang orang buat cara macam ni. Kalau ikutkan dia punya route tu. Kan?
Inilah sebab saya pun confused juga. Bukanlah confused. Saya tengok slide baru saya ingat balik. Oh, actually in the slide I write it like that. Lama dah saya pun jarang tak ajar macam tu. Oh macam ni. Saya tengok slide baru saya perasan.
Alright sir.
Okay. Okay, last sekali before you're not going to see me for good. We're going to do delete, not for good, sorry, for 1 week at least. Sorry, for 1 week. Delete. I ada tak code for delete. Alright, delete function. Alright, we're going to delete the function. So dot delete. Alright, function regress. Function regress. Alright, so please dot delete. Please dot remove id equals to rec dot params dot id, and then comma dekat sini function error please. Alright, I rasa macam if error, you can put something went wrong, so res.send error, if not else res.json message double dot successfully deleted. Okay, how to test? I tengok balik. Alright, I have a look at my slash places. Alright, so as I mentioned, we have our all exercises. Alright, Langkawi ni satu, but now I have Paris. I get Paris ID, so 613. I put here slash places slash the ID of Paris. I select delete. I press send, successfully deleted. Next time when I call the places, Paris should not be there anymore after Langkawi. Then I have Nice, alright. Then I can do lah, boom, I can delete it. Okay, that's delete, and then that's it. A lot of things, but you have to remember all this, right? You have to remember all this. This is the base of creating an API. Okay, any questions? Ada apa persoalan?
Nope.
No. No from ni. Hari apa today ni I think sebab apa besok cuti kan, and then I pun macam apa, when Faiz asked, then I say why, kenapa diorang rasa hari cuti? I was like, oh yeah, I forgot because I tell them I might be going tonight, right? So that's why I was like, kenapa diorang rasa ni? Yeah, the Friday class postpone and most probably next week as well lah. Most probably next week as well. So kemungkinan seminggu cuti.
Flight cikgu malam ke petang?
Malam, pukul 11 malam. So waktu kelas tu saya dah masuk lah. So next week sebab dia clash dengan event. I check, I rasa macam kalender tu benda tu dia clash dengan event. 22 to 24 is the event. 19 apa nanti? Boleh? Any questions still can DM. Yes lah, can DM. Ni kan? Sorry, Walid, the slide. Slide is this one. Okay, yang ini satu yang ini. And then yang putih ni ada satu. I think kalau nak yang theory part, if you want the theory part, I can share this as well. I share the link aja, alright, because this is the theory part. But in the end nanti you have to do you kena buat yang ni lah, alright, you kena buat yang you will have to do that. This one you already done, alright, but you have to do your short everything. Okay, so I don't think, to be honest, I don't think next week you still have class. I don't think next week you have class. I think the following week I have class. I can only start working with you on the following week, not next week, because next week the event. So in case, alright, I make it like a compulsory homework, alright. I know I jarang bagi homework, but I make it a compulsory homework. No, I make it as a homework. The MongoDB exercise just now, the one that you're supposed to complete, last week, but I think lama kan kita we start a lot of time on learn new Mongo, and then I don't even think you guys have chance to try the MongoDB challenge. So you try the MongoDB challenge. Try to finish. Try to finish it at least the first three chapters. Create, query, update, and delete. Texts tak apa, right? Texts I will do it with you. Alright, because once you do that, I think nanti one of the Friday I will just quickly give the answer. And then you just need to compare your answer and the answer. How normally the students do? This is like your quiz question. So you buat, right? And then you type, and then you copy the command, and then you paste it somewhere, right? You copy the command, you paste it somewhere. Normally the student do something like this lah. Right? They do something like this. They just create a new file. They create a new file. Let me check. Macam ni kan. So they create a new file. And then inside the file they put all the answer, and then when they check lah, does the answer that I gave is the same that the answer that they submitted or they did alone. Lambat pula PC hari ni. Oh, bukan. This one is the question. Normally they will just copy the answer inside Google Doc. They copy answer inside a doc, and then when I give you answer, they share it with me. Okay, any question?
Cikgu compulsory tu memang wajib lah.
Wajib buat lah. Kompas itu wajib buat. Seminggu kan takkan tak buat apa kan.
Tak adalah mana.
Compulsory homework lah. But let me make it a compulsory homework lah. Okay. Optional kan. Sepatutnya optional homework kan. Compulsory homework, right? Make it a compulsory.
Ada kebaikannya lah.
And then yang API tu kan, try to redo it. Jangan buat places. Cuba bayangkan, you imagine, right? Because some of you already have an app, right? Some of you, I think macam Faiz, Daniel, and Walid already have an app. Kan? Try to imagine back. Okay, now I want to call the API from my app. What should be my API? What should be the place.js tadi? What should be it, right? So you play on one table first. You play on one table first. So let's say that what's your app? Your app is kita ambil contoh consultant recommendation kan? If I'm not mistaken, is something to do with orang yang mental health issue. So if you want to call, you already have the flutter code. Sekarang nak panggil API tu balik. Alright, I want to create satu page. That page is the consultant page. So what is the information? How will the structure look like? Right, apa yang akan berlaku? So a consultant might have the name, it might have the pictures, might have the specialties. Right, then try to design the data and then try to see if you can recreate back that API. If you can recreate back the API with all the steps, you can recreate it back and then try, if kalau boleh, you ada seminggu kan, you banyak lagi lah. If possible, you can call it from the app. Try ingat tak macam mana nak buat tu. So untung jugalah ada 1 week break so that you can also revise balik 3 minggu pertama and then try to also revise your module 3 as well.
Clear sir, clear.
Okay, clear. Kalau clear, then I see you when I see you, right? Not this Friday lah. I see you when I see you. So next time I see you, I might be showing you all my hot balloons and everything lah, right, from background. Main lah.
Untung lah.
I do my class is in Istanbul, not in Cappadocia. Sebab apa? Internet takut internet slow. I
Cafe lah. Cafe.
Hotel lah, buat hotel kan. Tapi hotel pun you ingat I travel, I duduk hotel 5 star, I duduk Airbnb je, RM100 je. Airbnb RM100.
Wi-Fi okay
lah? Last time I pergi sebab I ada pocket wifi kan, so it should be okay. Worst case I kena turn off the thing. Worst case I kena turn off the camera lah. Tapi dulu I pernah tau, batch dulu I pernah buat kelas kat Langkawi. Memang hotel tu punya wifi teruk. Terpaksa cancel lah, tak boleh buat apa.
Tak apa cikgu, janji ada cikgu, itu yang penting.
Ya ada kan. Okay, boleh. Kalau tak ada tak apa je, boleh je kan. Actually kita sampai next week, kita boleh tengok wifi dah. And then I tak book terus. 2 minggu. I book separuh-separuh sebab tengok kan, sebab plan pun tak sure macam mana. So kalau internet tak elok, pindah je lah tempat lain. Okay, so that's it for today. So selamat cuti 1 week. Not for you guys, for me. And then I see you. Anything you just PM me lah. Anything you just PM. Tapi time difference 5 hours.